Hello everybody, I am Sean. Today I'm going to present to you my mini capstone. Hello, hi, it's me again. Today I'm going to break this presentation into 4 parts. First being all about me, second being my career path, third being the things I learned from my interviewee, and finally my inquiry questions regarding my career. Now, part 1, all about me. The first thing I'm going to show you is my personal magazines, and I will go over it and stop at the highlights. Let me pull it up really quickly here. This is the cover page. This page is very special. It shows the favorite quote of mine, Simplify, Simplify, by Henry David Thoreau, and my personalities, motives, my values, goals, and interests. Basically everything about me. Now on the next page is the page where someone's pretending to interview me, and then my answer to them. For example, like when were you born? I was born in Taipei, Taiwan on 2004, September 19. And what's my goals? What's your live by quote? Well, this one I want to talk about because I particularly picked this one. My live by quote is, "Whenever there's a human being, there's an opportunity for kindness," by Seneca. I really like this quote. Now, the next page is the next few pages is the pages where I show my pictures that I'm really proud of my life, from my life so far. This first picture is about family, second picture is about my friends, the third picture is about the third and fourth picture is about my ultimate frisbee career. This word I really liked. And the fifth one is my wife's grandpa. I really I will dive in more deeply about this person right here, and later in the presentation. Now this is my word cloud. It concludes everything I value, I want, my goals, and everything. Now the last but not least, my reflection towards the survey I did in my blueprint in regards of my learning styles, personalities, interests, and my motivation. Here's the reflections, and I want to go over my learning styles and personalities. Just to quickly go over them. My learning style is auditory kinesthetic learner. So this means I learn with audio and through actions, and I mostly agree with it because in my interest of coding, I find myself always going for online videos that has audio that help me. And knowing this, I will carefully choose my major in my university, and then choose this courses that involves around audio and learn by doing professors. And my personalities from the survey is an INFJ, the counselor. So introverted, uh, introverted, whatever that is, feelings and judgment. I agree. I always see myself towards my inner feelings and sticking to my small crowds rather than large ones. I agree with these surveys, and I reflected upon them in the magazines. Next is my life map. So I'm going to walk you into my life with the life map I created. Let me quickly pull that up. This is my life map. This concludes 10 events that has happened in my life, and I think that is pretty substantial and has a negative or positive effect to me. So first of all, in 2004, a boy named Sean has entered the world. Now this is a picture of when I was very young. Second, in 2014, I joined the handball team. Now this event gave me a positive effect, and this gave me the never give up mentality, which shaped a lot of my personality of who I am today, which I'm really grateful for. Now third, my first step into junior high school. This is the like point of time where my mind is growing and I'm trying to figure out who I am and what I want to value in my life. And the fourth one, I met my quote-unquote master this person, he really inspired me. She shaped 99% of who I am today. He gave me a lot of insight in life, some very good values. He taught me how to be kind, happy, and in the world around me. I'm really grateful for knowing him, and very happy and proud of this one. I call him by my grandpa. This person has made me who I am and everything, man, inside out, from inside to outside. Now, the fifth one, in 2017, I had some conflict with my friends. I will say this is a bit of negative and positive, but I will say it's mostly positive because I learned more overall after all, because I had some conflicts with my friends in junior high, but they really helped me. I improved. I improved because of them. They told me everything I could have done better. So I'm really grateful of that. Now, number 6, Ultimate Flying Disc or Frisbee Team. This is the sport that I got really hooked in, and I looked forward to this sport and practice every day after school. This is my all-time favorite sport, and I learned to be a better leader and a better follower in this team. Number 7, moving across the world. So after 15 years of planning, and then after all that calculations, me and my brother still decided we're gonna set our foot on the land of Canada. This is a pretty substantial change for me. I would say that I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. I've dreamt of coming to Canada when I was young, but I have to put away 15 years of memories, all my friends, my home, all the food, like the culture, everything. I have to put it away and just move into a new country as a student. And number 8, a new school, new life. I came to a school called Bado High School, and I'm still in it right now. This marked a new chapter for me in my life. This is a picture of the plane when I was very excited to come here. And number 9, back home. The virus in 2020 shoot me back to my home after a short while, and I missed home a lot. And then during the time back home, I learned a lot in that period. So that made me appreciate home even more. And number 10, finally, I found my career during quarantine. With all the free time I have, I discovered something I would want to do for life: coding. And this is the end of my life map. Now, back to the PowerPoint. Next is other details about me. I love Ultimate Frisbee, I love drumming, I love content creation, and I love all kinds of music. Now, into part 2, career path. In this part, I'm gonna show you my career. I have put them all into a mind map. So the career I made for this, the career I chose is software engineer. My goal as a software engineer is to create software, work at FANG, which is all the big tech companies, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, and then eventually create my own company. That is probably the biggest and long-term goal I have. And in terms of why I want to pursue this career, is because coding is unlimited. I can create anything I want. Say if I want my own game, and boom, there you go. I can make one. Next, content creation and tech combined. As stated earlier, I love content creation. I love the process of making stuff, and making software needs creativity and a knowledge of tech, which I really love. And moreover, the satisfaction you get from creating code. Like when you make something with code and the code works, and you're like, dang, that works. The feeling is just so good, and it's the thing that makes coding so fun and pushes you forward. Also, tech is forever growing. New tech is being made every day, and as a coder, I am making new technology every time as I code. Now, finally, working with computers every day. This is basically a dream come true for me. Working with computers is fun. Next, some training I would need for this job is to be proficient in one mother language. So it's, for example, Python, Java, or C++. And know object-oriented design, data structures, algorithm designs, and have the ability to problem solve and do complex analysis. Now, next, the education I will need for this career is a bachelor's degrees in computer science or something similar. For example, software engineering, which is pretty similar. Now, I have made a job comparison between two different cities and countries. The first one I chose is Taichung, Taiwan, my hometown, and the second one in Vancouver, Canada. So some trends that is in this graph right here, the salary in Taiwan is much lower than Canada. Canada is almost more than doubled. But however, the cost of living is almost doubled as well. And education requirements, Taiwan is a bit softer in this regard. Vancouver requires a bachelor's degree, which when Taichung only needs a college. And the job prospect in both cities is very high and very good. It's easy to get a job there as a software engineer. And next is my resume and cover letter. Most of these work experience is made up. However, one that I'm really proud of and is this volunteer experience. This one is real. Last July, I went to a local primary school in Taiwan as an English and volunteer as an English teacher with all my friends. I learned a lot, and I learned the difficulties of being a teacher, which as a student is very useful in terms of doing classwork and everything, and how to be in a team. So we work in a team of 8, I think. So you learn how to problem solve together. You learn how to cope with each other, using your advantage with the advantages. And with all my friends volunteers together, I was really happy with the result we got. And we learned teaching skills, critical thinking skills, and being patient with kids, and empathy. Next, the things I learned from my interviewee. So there's 5 things I learned from that interview. After the interview, the first one is plan out everything from beginning to end, because I find myself sometimes don't know what to do during the interview. Second, better posture during the interview. So because better posture makes you look more professional and formal, I found myself slouching a lot in the interview, which is not the greatest. Next is talk slow and be concise. Talking slow and concise shows that you're wise and you prepared for it, which is good. And fourth, go with the flow. Don't rush to the point. I find myself sticking to my plan too much. Not really a plan, but I stick to my questions a lot. And then sometimes we branch off into a conversation. I don't really focus on the conversation. I just move on to the next point, which is not always the greatest. Finally, eye contact shows confidence, which I did not do a lot during the interview, which I wish I could do more, because it shows like engaging and confidence. Next is my inquiry questions regarding my career. My career is software engineer, and software engineer revolves around the idea of code and tech. The first inquiry question I have is, will code be able to recreate or write more code by itself? Because coding is basically unlimited, as I stated earlier, so the possibility is almost endless, and I wonder if code or AI will be able to recreate itself, or like make code, essentially replacing software engineers. Second, how does code connect with the environment? I often thought that how can code contribute to Earth, since the possibility is almost endless. But there's no clear answer in this question. Question 3. What will it be for AI and machine learning in 10 years? Will they have consciousness? Because people often talk about AI having consciousness and this being a scary thing, but I wonder what it actually be. So I set it to be 10 years to be a good estimate. These are my 3 inquiry questions. And thank you for listening. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Bye.